Good morning. I'm happy to see you all here. Thank you for being here. I am Cheryl Archer. I use she and her pronouns. And I'd like to thank our talented musicians, Mike Blankenship and Takia Franklin. And let's give some love to our entire audio-visual team. Welcome to the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living, where we teach spiritual principles and practices that nourish, uplift us, and celebrate our oneness with all of life. A special welcome to those of you who are joining us for the very first time. We're so glad you're here in the sanctuary with us. Please raise your hand, and someone will bring you a welcome packet. Also, a big welcome to everyone who is joining us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Make sure you sign up for our weekly newsletter so you can learn about all the fun things we have to offer here at the Oakland Center. We respectfully acknowledge that here in the Bay Area, we gather on the traditional lands of the indigenous Ohlone people. We honor with gratitude the land itself and the people who have stewarded these lands for countless generations. Now let's take a moment to bless our children wherever they are. We bless all the children in our community and the world. We love you. We see you. We know the truth of who you are. You are unique expressions of God, and we are grateful to have you in our lives. And so it is. Join us for our virtual Wednesday midweek Oasis service this Wednesday, July 22nd from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Our focus will be on visioning together. Visit oaklandcsl.org, and on the service page, you'll find the Zoom link. Join the monthly CSL Member Council Forum on Thursday, July 23rd at 4 p.m. through 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Visit oaklandcsl.org and you'll find the Zoom link. Join us for the July Diversity Circle meeting on Friday, July 24th from 7 to 9 p.m., also via Zoom. This month's discussion, led by Jim Van Buskirk, explores Emma Lazarus's The New Colossus and its lasting relevance to immigration, refugees, and social justice. Visit oaklandcsl.org for the Zoom details and for additional information. The Social Justice Ministry meeting has been rescheduled to July 26th from 1 to 3 p.m. in the Social Hall. Together, we will engage in sacred activism to help create a world that works for everyone and to nurture a community that is intentionally inclusive of all. Our monthly community potluck, Bring a Friend and Birthday Blessing, is on Sunday, July 26th, every fourth Sunday directly after service. Contact Deborah Jackson at Oakland CSL for more information. And today we also have a special treat in the social hall after service. It is Donovan's 80th birthday. Woohoo! We are preparing for another amazing OCSL online auction from August 16th through August 30th. Now is the time to give some thought to items of service that you can contribute to this fundraising event. Nancy Hester and Gabrielle Conde will once again host the online auction. Past contributions have included artwork, classes, practitioner sessions, high-end goods, gift certificates, and tours, just to name a few. Be open to the possibility. If you're interested in contributing or for more information, please contact Nancy or Gabriella. Join us after Sunday service on August 16th for Taming Your Inner Critic, a workshop led by Reverend Mitch Austin. Together, we'll explore the inner critic, how it develops, and ways to work with it compassionately rather than letting it take control. Participants will learn to identify different inner critic patterns, recognize when self-criticism is taking over, and reconnect with a healthier and more authentic inner voice. Reverend Mitch will also be the speaker for August 16th at our Sunday service. For registration, please visit oaklandcsl.org on the events page. We are still looking for volunteers in several areas at OCSL. Opportunities include helping with the coffee and tea service setup or cleanup in the fellowship hall, once a month or more, serving as a bookstore cashier on the second Sunday of each month, or joining our announcer team. For more information, please see Susan Teague regarding the coffee and tea service volunteer opportunity, or contact one of our sacred service co-leads, Robert Leeds at rfleeds@hotmail.com, and Nancy Hester at nhester@oaklandcsl.org. Piedmont Play School, affectionately known as PPS, started moving in last week and will be setting up their classroom over the next few weeks. School starts in August. The fencing in the outside back lot for their play structure will also be installed. Parking in the back lot is extremely limited. Thank you for your patience through this completion, and we're sorry for the inconvenience. Our nonprofit partner for July and August is the Faith in Action East Bay, a multi-faith, multiracial network of 23 local congregations, schools, etc., organizing around issues that impact low and middle-income communities, including access to affordable housing, excellent public schools, ending mass incarceration, just immigration policies, ending gun violence, illegal dumping, as well as developing local leaders and getting them involved in political process. Visit www.fiaeastbay.org for more information. Visit the Treasure Bookstore this July for our clearance sale. All merchandise is 30% off, and all books are 40% off throughout this month. We'd also love to hear your ideas for future bookstore items, so please email those suggestions to bookstore@oaklandcsl.org. Be sure to check our weekly newsletter, watch the information on the screens for upcoming activities, or visit oaklandcsl.org for more information about our beloved community. Visit csl.org to see what is happening within our Centers for Spiritual Living global organization. Now, let's read together our vision and mission statement. Please stand if you're willing and able to recite our sacred creed. The vision of the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living is to joyfully reveal the love and oneness of God. We are a welcoming and inclusive spiritual community dedicated to individual transformation and collective growth. Our purpose is to love, inspire, and serve our community and the world through education, music, prayer, and play. And so it is.
Good morning, Oakland Center for Spiritual Living family. My heart is I was just looking up at this beautiful stained glass window that we have. So grateful. So grateful for such a beautiful piece of art. So this theme of the month is, I'm Maureen Molina. I used she and her pronouns. And I'm your practitioner for the day. So the theme of the month, whole no matter what. The theme of the week is what we believe about wholeness. And I will be sharing the readings. The first reading is from Dr. Ernest. Well, actually, both of them are from Ernest. And Dr. Ernest Holmes is our founder of Science of Mind. So the first reading is, we acquire a new sense of human values in realizing that all humanity is divinity waking up to itself through self-discovery and self-realization. All people are of God. The only evidence we have of divinity is humanity. Second reading by Ernest. A community of people walking together on a spiritual path has a great deal of strength. Its members are able to protect each other. There are many things that are very difficult for us to do on our own, but when we live together as community, they become easy and natural. Let us pray. So just taking a breath and connecting with those words that our founder, Ernest Holmes, has provided to us, those nuggets of wisdom. Allowing us to remember that we are whole, divine beings. And that there is this oneness that moves through each and every one of us. It connects us. It connects us as humanity. It connects us as a community. It connects us as this infinite intelligence that co-creates with this power that is beyond what we can see with our naked eyes. That is the power that we come here every Sunday to connect with, to be reminded of, to use as we go out into the world in our different roles in life. And we connect with that power, we connect with that presence when we sit in these seats and we are reminded that we are divine beings and we have the power within us to shine our lights to shine bright. Because as we go out into the world during our weeks and months and our human expression, we know that sometimes the appearances that we see don't fit what we know to be true. That this God, that this divine intelligence is love. It's love that is an open arm of warmth and comfort and safety. That we can go to anytime, anywhere, no matter what. And that we can celebrate that joy within us, because we can feel it when we come here every Sunday. We practice it. We practice that feeling, that vibration, that energetic. We prove to ourselves that it's there. And so as we go out into the world, we remember, we take that joy that is within us, and we know that the world cannot take it away, because it is far, far beyond. And so, just blessing this service, blessing this time to remember that this is the power that moves through each and every one of us. And as Rev Deb comes up here today on this platform to express that and to fill us up, so that as we go out, we can continue to return to that truth. We can take what Spirit is saying through her and put it in our toolbox and allow it to bring forth the light that is within each and every one of us. And as we look at each other's, we see God's faces. We see God in everyone. And we remember turning to the truth, turning to the love. And so I just let my word go, knowing that this service is blessed and that each one of us are filled up to overflowing, and that it ripples out into the world, no matter what we see. And so it is.
that is the one and only Takia Franklin and Mike Blankenship here on keys. And this is Andy, if you didn't know. First of all, I'd just like to say how good it is to be back home. Secondly, just to see your beautiful faces today, it truly warms my heart. There's always something, You just have to go with the flow. This is just life sometimes. Before we get started, what I was reminded of is that we have a meet and greet to do. So this is that opportune time for us to get up, say hello to your neighbors, hug someone that you haven't seen, just look them in the eye and just tell them, it's like, hey, good to see you today. I love you. Whatever it is that comes to your heart. And sometimes people may not want a hug. Fist bump them or something. Or just say, I see you. So this is the time. Get up, greet your neighbors. We're going to keep this short. It's a beautiful. I invite you all to return to your seats lovingly. How did that feel? It's just the energy, just you all lighting up this space. There's such an energy that's here. And I'm so grateful to be in that today. Before we begin, we have our readers for today, our daily readers. And we have two. So what I invite you all to do is when they come up on the screen, just to embody them, read through them first, embody them. And then we're going to say them aloud, each one. So as we have the forgiving and moving on, the reader for today is, today I will focus on what I can do than what I do. The only real failure is not to try. Really? Huh. All right, the second one is self-love. It says, if we get stuck in the trap of trying to change what cannot be changed, we leave no room for growth. We must accept what is, even if the present moment is hard to accept. And so it is. Thank you, Larry. First of all, this topic of wholeness. In our philosophy, we always know that we've been told that you are already whole, perfect, and complete, exactly as you are. That there is no separation from that. Feels like something's broken within you, or like there's something depleted, or that there's a healing that's needing to happen. And it's not to say that that's not true, but what it is that the essence of who we are, we're already whole. That will never change. As I was preparing us, you know how Spirit always works through you. It's like if you're doing a talk or anything, you have it all written out, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm good. And it's like, no, we're going to add something. So as I shared in our meeting earlier when we got together, this is my second talk today. So I've been doing this since about 7:30 this morning. I was in Georgia, not physically, but on Zoom. But what Spirit gave me this time was the acronyms, like for whole. Because when we remember that we are whole, that there is a wisdom that's within us that knows exactly who we are. That there is a healing that we've gone through. It's like when things fall apart, that we allow ourselves to go through that healing process. That there's a oneness, that we are one with the divine. That divine that's within us, it resides within us. When we remember that we're whole, there's this amazing love that we have within ourselves and that we send out into the world. But also when we remember that we're whole, there's such an amazing empowerment within us that we're like, I am whole, I am perfect, I am complete, regardless of what the outside world may say. For those of you that don't know me, I am Reverend Deb Hammond, and I am grateful to be here with you all this morning. This has been an amazing journey for the past few months. But actually, since I returned back to California, it's been an amazing journey. But what I'm grateful for is that it's always great to come back home. Because in the times when Reverend Sunshine was out, people asked me, you are still coming back to the center, aren't you? I was like, somebody has to keep an eye on you all, you know? So, but I was like, yes. But in the midst of it, I've had other speaking opportunities. And so when I was able to come back, I showed up here because this is home. There's something sacred about a spiritual home. It is where we celebrate life's joys. We grieve our losses. And also, it's like we ask the difficult questions. We have difficult conversations. And we remember who we are in each one of us. We remember that. It is where we practice loving one another. Not because we're perfect, but because we are committed to seeing the divine in each one. So the theme for this month, as Maureen had mentioned, is whole no matter what. And the topic for today is what we believe about wholeness. What would it really mean to really believe that we are all one global family and that we are each unique and divine? Think about that. If we are, with Centers for Spiritual Living, our global theme is a world that works for all. What would that look like if every person knew that they were whole already? If they remembered that? If they embodied that? Can we believe in wholeness when someone we love is acting up? When someone we love is missing from our lives? When things are not happening in the world the way that we think it should be happening? Can we actually believe in wholeness? Because that's where many of us find ourselves right now, in this place of, are you whole? Are you whole? Are you really whole? Yes, you are. During this time that Reverend Sunshine has been out, first of all, I want to thank you all because this has been a holding place for wholeness. That while she's been out healing, I just want to thank you all for the cards, the prayers, for the food that we've received, the phone calls, the text messages that she received. Thank you. Because that was really special, and that really helped her to move through this healing space. So she's still continuing to heal. But we know that this community, you held her up in so much love that it was felt. And in that place, you know, when I came back a couple of Sundays ago, people were like, well, how is Reverend Sunshine? She's healing, getting stronger every day. And so what I know is, Rain, you ready? What I know is, I can tell you my experience of how I've seen her, but what I'm ready to do is, Helene, is it playing? Oh.
Greetings, my open again. Hopefully there's some visitors in the audience. I'm Reverend Dr. Sunshine Michelle Coleman. For the rest of you, you know me, and I'm just piping in to say hello and that I love you. I just wanted you to, well, it wasn't my pen. That got their pen. That's a brilliant idea for me to do a recording to you, and I just loved it. So this is from my heart to yours. Pun intended. As y'all know, I've been on medical leave, and my healing has gone well so far. I have had my moments of discomfort and even a little pain, and I breathed through it in spiritual practice and prayed through it and had the big P word, patience. And I'm getting through it. My mobility's good. My appetite is not fully back, but that's all right. I lost a couple pounds, so that never hurts. And I'm working on sleeping better, and you know, I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. This has just been such a journey of growth and development and inspiration and moving through some challenging times, because I did have that too. And so I wanted to thank you for all of your prayers, for flowers, for food, for visits, and for your prayers more than anything. The prayer cards, I've enjoyed reading them and receiving them, and they have just enveloped me and my family. I'm so blessed, so grateful, so thankful. I can't wait to get back and be amongst my beloved community and for my Bless Our Hearts tour. I think that's probably going to be the title of my comeback with some of my experience. And that's what I want to say. Bless our hearts. Do you know that we have had this extended prayer chain going on for a couple months now, where y'all have been blessing my heart and I've been blessing yours, and then we bless the hearts of our family, of our community, of our neighborhood, cities, counties, our state, our nation, which so needs it, and then Mother Gaia, the world. I mean, oh my goodness. So we have multiplied and moved in ways that are spectacular and stupendous in God. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I'm going to do the same. I'll be back to you when I can. I'm glad that the preschool has arrived, and so they're on campus. We're just so blessed. Oh my goodness. I heard the yard sale, the rummage sale was great. It made some money. Thank you, Nancy and team and whoever else was on that. Oh, that was Trisha Gregor. Wow. And so all the speakers, the volunteers, all y'all, the office staff, everybody that has just done what they usually do in excellence, and even more so, know that I thank you, and I know that I love you, and know that I wish you well. So have a great service. I've been catching all the services, so I'm up to speed on that, and I just wanted to say hi. What a joy it is. And so until then, bless our hearts. And so it is. Praise God.
So as we just hold that space, again, what you saw there was just your prayers, your love, her healing energy that she had surrounding her that helped her to continue to move through this healing process. So we thank you. This collective energy of love, that's what this community is about. This is how we show up in this place of love. How can I support? What can I do? One of the things when people were asking me how she was doing, there were some that came and asked me, how was I doing? And I tell people, it's like, in the moment, how you kind of get busy with some things, and it's like, oh, I'm doing good. It's like, because I was still working, and so I'm holding her, and it's like, and holding people at the funeral home, families. And what I know is that in that place, that there's some part of me that needs to break down, or needs to just shift down, I should say. And in that shifting down, because there's so much that's happening, and I know this happens in your life as well, that there's so much that happens that we don't know, we just want to go, go, go until we burn ourselves out. And in this time, I realized that I needed to, my thing is to go to the water. So go to the water and kind of clear my mind. But when people ask me, how are you doing? And sometimes I said, in this moment, I'm good. Ask me again next week, because that may shift, and it has shifted. Because for those of you that have done caregiving work, our caregivers have done this, this is not an easy task. And then also it's like, if you're a patient, then, it's like you having to rely on other people. That's not an easy task either. So, and so it becomes, how do I show up? How do I show up for me? How do I continue to show up for community? And this is that place of wholeness. It's like remembering that I am whole as I am moving through these experiences that are showing up in my life. That there is a wholeness that, yes, I may break down. Yes, I may cry some. Yes, I may do this, or I may go scream or whatever. But what I remember is that we come back to self, come back to center, come back to remembering I am whole. So when Spirit gave me this morning this acronym in regards to there's wisdom in the experiences that we're moving through, that there is a healing that happens when we allow it to. Sometimes that healing could be, you need to sit your butt down and not move. No matter how much we may fight, and I've been that way. I own up to my stuff, okay? But then I remember that I am one with the Spirit, with Spirit within me. That there is this oneness that is moving me, that's supporting me, that's guiding me through what it is that I'm to do next. Because many times you get in situations, you may not know what it is that you're to do next. Sometimes it's like we'll run around and try to get this done, try to fix this, try to do this, and try to do that. That's tiring. But what I realize is that my thing has been, okay, Spirit, I surrender. Show me what it is that I'm to do. Because obviously my way is not working. And it's amazing I'm not going to say amazing, but for me in our human experience, like when the answer shows up, it's like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do? Okay. And it's like, it's so simple when Spirit lays it out for you or says, just go take a nap sometimes. I don't really take naps, but it has worked for me quite a few times. And when I, have awakened from those naps, there's something that shifts within my beingness that allows me to breathe again in a way that I felt like, when you're going through things, you hold your breath. And when you're holding your breath sometimes, it's kind of like, okay, there's nobody else that can breathe for you. You have to do this for yourself. So it's like, just breathe. And it's like, oh, And in this place, knowing that there is so much love that surrounds me, that surrounds us, that's within us, that we get to share this with the world. Because what I recognize is that there are a lot of people that are hurting right now. How do we remind people that they're whole? How do we show people the love that they are needing right now? There are so many different ways, and sometimes I was reminding someone earlier today, when we look at the news, go into prayer, say a prayer. When we see someone that comes across our screen that we may not really appreciate, send that person love. You know what? Sometimes it's just a matter because we're sending energy. When we're saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, there is a shift that's happening. You may not be able to see it right away. But the thing is, like, how does it make you feel? Not in your mind saying, well, I'm going to say I love you, but you know what? I really don't. But I'm going to say it anyway because that's the right thing to do. But if we're thinking from that perspective, then what goes out is that energy of what we were thinking. Not necessarily just, I love you. Try this sometimes. When you're in disagreement with someone, tell them, just say it in your mind, I love you, I love you, I love you. Because there truly is something that shifts. Because what you're saying I love you to is not necessarily a person that's right in front of you. It's the God essence of who is that person. The God in that person. Recognizing the God in them is the same God that's within you. Now I know that might be, you might think it's like, they got God in them? Really? Yes, they do. Because God created them. How people choose to show up, that's on them. But the essence of who we are is love. And in that space of knowing this and acting, coming from this way, this is what wholeness is. That we are whole, perfect, and complete, exactly as we are. And we have choices. You know, Maureen, it was interesting you mentioned the stained glass window because I thought about that this morning. Because when you look at the stained glass piece that's here, you see all of the individual pieces that were put together to create this whole. These are representation, these pieces are parts of us. That when we allow those little pieces within us to come together to form this human body that we are, we get this beautiful picture. But the thing is that, but what's in our minds? How are we seeing ourselves in the world? Are we feeling that we're whole? Are we feeling that we're loved? Many times there are children that I've come across, but mainly when I'm doing services, funeral services, there are so many people that show up, and sometimes they'll tell me some of their stories. And it's interesting because they was like, well, yeah, it's like, at one time it's like, I didn't know, that they really loved me or not, but then it's like we got closer, and I realized that they truly did love me. And there's something that breaks within that person, but sometimes people don't have that experience until a person is on their deathbed. And then they get to experience how much someone loved them. But also that person that's expressing that love had a shift within them to allow them to remember their wholeness. Wholeness is not absence of a challenge. We're going to go through stuff. As long as we're still breathing and in this human body, we're going to go through something. Sometimes it may feel good, sometimes not so good. But this is when you get to call in your communities. This is when you get to call in your spiritual families, when you get to call in practitioners and ministers and your prayer partners. This is when you can't do it on your own, this is when you reach out and touch someone and grab someone and say, hey, I need you right now. There's a song, I Need You to Survive. that reminds you, when I went through my ministerial program, that was one of the songs when we had our commitment ceremony. I think there might have been about 30 of us in this class. And we had a church in New York. And we're going through the crowd that's there singing, I need you to survive. Because in this world, we need each other to survive. Because you may have answers that I don't, but in order for me to survive, I may have to come to you and ask you, well, I know this is your specialty, that you know, whatever the field is that I may be needing, I need your help. I need you to survive in order to get through this next phase. I needed you all when in this healing process with Reverend Sunshine. And although I didn't see you all, but there were text messages that came through. And they came through at the perfect time when I needed them. Because again, they asked, how are you today? And it's like, and I'm thinking, it's like, did y'all know that I was in tears in that moment? But what I know is that there's only one of us here. And when that happens, it's like Spirit sends you the right and perfect person at the right and perfect time that will answer that heart call. This is that space of community. This is wholeness in action. Because wholeness is that place of love. When people walk through the doors, like when you all were walking through and greeting each other, you were loving each other. This is what we do. And sometimes, you know, we get to take that love out into the world. And sometimes, like, and I have to remind myself when I'm driving sometimes, that I have to remind people that, yeah, I guess I kind of love you, but you're zooming right in front of me, zipping in and out of lanes. It's like, really? Why are you doing this? And I find myself talking to people, but then I have to come back and say, you know what? This is your experience, not mine. I love you. I bless you. Let me go on about my route. And sometimes you might, as you're going down the road, you might see that the police pull that person over. It's like, oh, okay. Blessings to you. And then, you know, it's like I realize when I have conversation with some people, it may not always be a pleasant conversation. How do we show up in difficult conversations and in this place of wholeness? When there's an argument that's happening or a disagreement, do you see that other person as whole? Or do you see them as whatever acronym you want to call them? But then if you're not seeing them as whole, are you seeing yourself as whole? Because if you allow yourself to go down that road to this negative area, is that wholeness? That's humanness. This is our experience at this time. But there's also, how do you step back and say, I love you? That's the hard part. That's the hard work. There are so many people that can actually do that, hold that space, hold that place of love. And it makes me wonder, it's like, how do you all hold this place of love for so long? And it's like every time I see you, you know, you have this amazing energy and you know, it's like you say, I love you. And it's like, or you see people say, namaste. And their energy is just so light. And then I wonder, what am I not doing right? But then it becomes, then I start judging me. And it's like, no, just listen, take a step back, but we are human. And in that humanness, we have experiences. So how about we experience more love for ourselves? Because as we experience more love for ourselves, because this is where it starts. It doesn't start with you or you or you outside of me. It starts within me. And in this place of when I can love me, I can love you. What's the song? I love you so much that you can love me so much. That's how this works. Because when you tell a person, oh, I love you, but I'm really not loving myself, how is that love? How is that wholeness? Because it's not. It's you see someone, you're putting someone above you, that you can love that person so much, but you despise yourself. That's not love. But love is coming from that place of, I love me, and so I love you. And yes, we go through things, but underneath of it, I still love you. When I asked Reverend Sunshine to put this video together, she was a little hesitant at first. I'm like, come on, it's like your community, they want to see you. They want to just experience you. So she said, okay. And that process, it's like I could see her light up when she was speaking to you all. So I know how much love she has for you all, for this community. For those that are, hi, live streamers. Sorry I didn't greet you earlier. For those that show up here, because you all show up in love. When you show up and you volunteer for all the things that you do to continue to keep this community going. Even before I arrived here, there was love already in this space. I remember when I first came and I knew a number of people because I was on Wednesday Night Oasis. But when I showed up, Paul was here. Sorry, not to mix you two up. But Paul was here and he started showing me around where everything was. I'm like, why are you showing me where everything is? I don't need to know all of that. But what I realized, it helped me to embody this community. It helped me to know where certain things are in this community. And because of that, it helped me to get closer to you all in this community. That's love. And that's what I'm grateful for, that I get to experience here when I walk through the doors here. This is what I bring to this community as well. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. has this saying, and it says, use me, God. Show me how to take who I am, who I want to be, and what I can do, and use it for a purpose greater than myself. I speak that often in the mornings when I get up. Not quite like that, I kind of condense it a little bit. But it's the same energy because I'm like, this gets me out of ego. This allows me to go and do what it is that I'm being called to do. This is a part of that wholeness. What is it that Spirit is calling you to do? How is Spirit calling you to show up in this world? Perhaps today is that day that we get to love more, that we get to encourage someone to do better, to grow. This is the day that we get to pray. We have practitioners, we show up in the back room, and it's like for those individuals that may need prayer, we're here for you. We hold sacred space. This is what we do when we come here. When Dodie did the meditation this morning, that was holding sacred space for people that were coming here, those that were here, but also setting the intention for those of you that have arrived in this place. We are one global family. We're the microcosm of the macrocosm. Did I put it? Yes, okay. I have to remember this sometime. But the thing is, because when we look at CSL overall, that's one organization, but there are so many different organizations that remind us of who we are. And we come together to create a world that works for all. This is our time right now. This is what we are here to do. And in this place, it just reminds me just how good God is as each one of us. When we see and look into each other's eyes. When you're leaving today, just look into someone's eyes. I do photography and videography stuff, so I always think about when I look into someone's eyes, it's the windows to their soul that you can detect. Some people may say, oh, I'm okay. Look into their eyes because you can see and sense something different. What is it that they may need? Because Spirit will say, just go say hi to them. Sometimes when I'm doing services, I just go stand next to a person. Because words may not be necessary, but knowing that there's someone there beside them, this helps them. This feels like it's grounding them. It's supporting them. This is what we get to do. I've heard people talk about their experiences when they've gone grocery shopping or something and they run into somebody in the store and they start this conversation with someone that they don't even know. Because someone comes up and says, I don't know why I was guided to come and talk to you, but something said to go see that person over there because you have good energy. That's what it felt like. And I could feel it across the store. But then people will look and say, really? But there's a communication that happens. And I've seen this, I've experienced this. And people will tell you things that they may not tell anyone else. I've had someone come and tell me years ago, it's like that they were going through a cancer diagnosis. I didn't know them from Adam and Eve. But what I did know was that there was that within me that I listened. And then I offered them prayer. And then they thanked me. I'm just like, okay. And then I was thinking, it's like, thank you, Spirit. Because the thing is, like, when these individuals show up, they're not showing up just for them. They're showing up for you. So just know that in this time that we have together, remember who you are, the wholeness of who you are, what Spirit is calling you to do and to show up and how you're going to show up. We've opened up our community now that we get to invite some young energy into the space. We have the preschool that's coming in, that's here. So there's young energy, baby energy that's here. So we get to bless them as they occupy that space, but we also get to know that their energy, their love, that they leave here as they're coming through the parking lots and in the classroom, that energy, that love energy is here. Because children are very clear on who they are. They are clear on their wholeness. They know their yes and their no's. Even if we keep telling them, no, you can't have that, but I want this, they're very clear. So we get to listen to them, but we get to love that energy that comes in here. We bless our youth that are up in the classrooms because they are our future. So what are we teaching them? Are we showing them and reminding them that they are whole? Because there are so many children right now that don't know that. So in this place, in this time together, I am grateful that I get to come back home and bring this talk, and I am grateful for you all, each one of you all. I see you. I know who you are. Zakiya, this has been like the second time that you and I have I've spoken and she's sang or performed, and it's such a beautiful energetic. This creation that's here right now will never be duplicated again. Because you all will not be, even if it's the same people, y'all won't be wearing the same clothing. Christopher won't have that same hat on back there, so he'll have something different on. But what we know is that in this space, when your presence here is love. It's a healing energy that's here. And you leave that here even as you depart from here. The chairs, when you walk past, just bless this space. And continue holding Reverend Sunshine in healing energy. So with that, we're going to go into prayer. So I invite the practitioners and the ministers to please come. Thank you, Mike. So as Practitioner Doty, Practitioner Emerita Doty brings up the prayer box. Thank you so much. That in this right here moment, knowing that everything that is required for this moment is already done in the mind of God. So we just get to lean into it. We lean into this knowingness that right where I am, God is. And that is the true essence of Spirit showing up in our lives every day, every moment, reminding us of who we are. And so in this knowingness, we know that every prayer that has been placed in this box, every prayer that's on your heart, every prayer that you may have uttered this morning before as you were coming to church, as you leave, that is already being answered. So I invite you in this moment to speak your name out into the room, and those that you love, those that are needing prayer in this moment. We fill this space with that prayer energy, where we know that as it leaves from your lips, your hearts, that it goes out into the universe, and knowing that it returns to you, that it cannot return to you void, that it must go out and do exactly what it is that you are calling forth. So in this prayer, in this moment, we are calling forth knowing that we are truly whole, perfect, and complete exactly as we are. That there is nothing that God can deny us of that is not for our highest and best. That God within us knows exactly what it is that we need in each and every moment. And so as we surrender into that knowingness, we allow ourselves to just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit, for the health, for the healing that is happening on our planet right now. We know that it's done. For this time that we have come together, we know that this moment is already done. For the music that's playing behind us, that's creating this amazing healing energy in this space right now, whatever it is that you're holding onto your heart, we get to let that go right now. Drop it on the wayside. Let Spirit handle that. Because what I know is that God's got it. You may not see it, but it's being done and it's being worked through right here and right now. And so with this knowingness, I speak the word, knowing that as we continue to bless our world and everyone and everything in it, that we continue blessing Mother Gaia, because she's definitely in need of our love, our healing energies right here and right now. That as we send knowing peace, divine order, right action, harmony, and wholeness to our planet right now, there is a shift that's happening. Systems are crumbling. Things that we thought that people were putting into place is crumbling right now. And it will continue. We may not see it in this lifetime, but know that there is something greater that's happening as we continue to speak our word. Knowing that Spirit is surrounding each and every prayer request, knowing that the highest good for all is already done. And so as we move into this place of comfort, divine right action, health, healing, peace of mind, and wholeness, for Marvin Jackson, for Elena Hollister, Gail Paquette, Charles Wyman Jr., Reverend Ikea Param, Pamela Williams, and Jeff Buckwalter. We're also calling forth clarity, comfort, harmony, love, and peace for Regina and Derek Buckwalter. All countries on this planet, all beings on this planet, the universe and all of life, two-legged, four-legged, eight-legged, no legs, there is a healing that's happening right now. And so we just give thanks for this prayer. We give thanks for the prayer requests, the prayers that have been spoken, knowing that it is already done. So I just invite you all to just surrender into it. Release it out into the ethers, knowing that it is done. And so with this, I anchor this with, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. And Reverend Jerry Judith is coming up to do the next part. The conscious giving. Thank you all.
Thank you, Rev Deb, for that beautiful talk and beautiful prayer. My name is Judith Roberts. I'm a practitioner here, and my pronouns are she and her. And I am here to talk about conscious giving. Woohoo! We've all heard about the law of circulation, probably, which says that in giving we do receive. There's also another kind of giving that I remember Khalil Gibran talked about in The Prophet, where he said, there are those who give with, I'm paraphrasing, but no thought of return, as the rose breathes its fragrance into space. And I was recently at the Rose Garden in Berkeley and at the Rose Gardens at Filoli Garden, and I just went around sniffing all the roses with their subtle differences in these beautiful fragrances and just kind of marveling at how they're all breathing their fragrance into space, just sending it out there, whether anybody is appreciating it or not. So as we give, of course, anything we give in donation to this community is very much appreciated. And so we want to talk about giving, and we have many ways to give. You can go to the OCSL website and push the donate button, which you can see there. And you can text to give, you can use Zelle, you can mail a check. There's a QR code, and this is actually in a seat pocket in front of you probably, and you can donate by phone using the QR code. There's also in the seat pockets envelopes if you want to put a donation in the envelope. If you are giving cash and you want a tax trackable donation, you can put all of your information there on the envelope as you donate cash. But any amount, big or small, is appreciated, whether it's $1 or whether it's $700, $1,000. It's the spirit of it that matters. It's the spirit of it that is supporting this community, and it's the heart behind it. So thank you for whatever it is you feel inspired to offer. I think we have a giving affirmation, and you can read it with me here. A life of abundance does not mean a life of accumulating, but instead developing a spiritual sense of awe at the limitlessness of it all. Wayne Dyer. So, yes, so now I want to invite you to come up to the baskets. We're going to have a little musical accompaniment. And if you're an auto tither, there are these little cards in the seat pockets in front of you, and you can just put this in as your symbolic offering of your auto tithe. So please come on up.
Good morning, evening, friends. I'm your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about disaster could change your joy and laughter to tears and pain. Did you know that love's in need of love today? Yeah. Don't delay. Send yours in right away, right away. Did you know that hatred's going round and it's breaking many hearts? Help me stop it please, before it's gone too far. Oh, do 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 do. The force of evil plans to make you its possession, and it will, if you let it, destroy everybody. So we must all take precautionary measures. If love and peace you treasure, then you'll hear me when I say, oh, that love is in need of love today. Oh, please don't delay. Send it in, send your love in right away. Sometimes hate finds itself going round, and it's breaking many hearts. I need you to help stop it please, before it's gone too far. One more time. Oh, did you know love is in need of love today? Oh, don't delay. Send your love in, send it in right away. Oh. Did you know that love is in need? It's in need of love today. Clap your hands with me like this. Oh, please don't delay. Come on, send your love in, send it in right away. Oh, sometimes that hatred gets going around. Oh, and it's breaking many hearts. Please help us stop it please, before it's gone too far. Oh, do 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 do
Wow, give it up for Takia Franklin and Mike Blankenship. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing your gift with us today. We appreciate all of the folks that have put their hearts and minds into the service today. It cannot be done without, 20 plus people who make this service happen. So, if your heart is being tugged to be more active in the community, that's one way you really can show up and to bring such a service like this today. So thank you so much to everybody who has done that. Thank you, obviously, to our musicians again for sharing your beautiful gift. To our Rev Deb, thank you so much. And of course, our healing vibes to Reverend Sunshine. Thank you for being able to see her today. That was beautiful. Our practitioners that hold us in prayer. Yay. And our sound people. I see Karen, I see Helene, I see Rain, and I don't know who else. I think I saw Alice Knudsen and Peggy Cotton. So thank you so much to all of those folks. And of course, if you're visiting for the first time, there is a welcome packet out in front you can grab and sign up to receive more information about our community. Our practitioners here, we love to pray. Love to pray. So please, if you haven't, I actually prayed for someone the other day. They had been coming to the center for as long as I have, almost 10 years. And I prayed with them for the first time they ever had a spiritual mind treatment. So if you are just waiting to have that experience, go back and try it today. It is a beautiful experience to feel that love and that energy, that flow between two human divine beings. It's like no other experience. So I really, really encourage you, if you haven't had a prayer, to go back there today and to experience it. You could just sit down and say, pray. That's all we need to know. And we're ready. We're ready to go off that start line and finish with you and experience something uplifting. So please take that opportunity. We're available immediately after service, as I just explained. And then also there's the prayer box in the back of the sanctuary. You can also write a prayer and put it in. The practitioners will pray over it for 2 weeks. You can also ask to have something put on the public prayer pulpit. Let's see. Spiritual practitioners do also offer spiritual coaching sessions if you're interested in that. There's more information about each of us in the foyer. We have little business cards you can grab and reach out to us. Let's see. I think that's everything for that. So just thank you so much for coming. I feel so uplifted, and like Rev Deb said, this is our home. This is our home, and it's so wonderful to just look out and see all of my family and just being able to see the divine in you. And I know and I can see that you see the divine in me. And it's such a wonderful circulation of the divine presence. So let us go ahead and do our closing affirmation. If you feel comfortable, stand with me. I recognize and honor that I am part of one global family. Oneness is not sameness. And I appreciate the vast diversity in our world, and so it is.
This song says, I need you, you need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is God's will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. Thank you, Reverend Deb Ham, for reminding us of this beautiful affirmation as we go out into our day. If you turn to your neighbors, please. I need you, you need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We're all a part of of God's body. It is God's will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive. We'll sing that affirmation one more time. It says, I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me. Agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is God's will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. It is God's will that every need be supplied.